Well, perceptions of reality has been on my mind a lot, okay? And what it really comes down to is in trying to really formulate like the correct biblical argument for how the truth manifests. It's coming back around to this idea of like subjective and objective views of reality, right? Perceptions of reality. It's coming down to like, the objects of like public perception and like public opinion, the power of public opinion. That's how it's like formulated in my mind. And then, I come back to, I come back to that Genesis example of Adam and Eve, which is the point. I mean, it's how the book freaking starts, really. So it's got to be like a pretty poignant. It's got to be a poignant point, other than, hey, if you eat the wrong fruit, you're gonna fall. But what it really is, if you pick it apart, is that they do something that they probably think is going to be kept secret, but then it manifests in a way that's not going to be kept secret from the rest of the people around them. So then probably how they really fall is that then everybody's perception of them changes, and it's, and then they have to atone for having like a diminished public perception. But anyway, so when it comes back down to like liars who really feel like they have like some kind of a right to control your perception of reality, and they don't, and for them to think that they do is a very totalitarian mindset. So I think that's why, because Satan and the devil are he's the father of lies, right? John 8:44. So another weapon good God gives us in the fight against the deceiver, Satan, right, is that the truth manifests, and it's let everybody be convinced in their own mind. It's you can tell people by their fruits. It's on earth as it is in heaven. So it's like there really is not ever going to be a secret that doesn't manifest, so that the people that you're around know whom they're dealing with. Because so much as it's a maxim that says you have a duty to know of whom you're dealing, it's always in my mind. It's like, so then to what degree do I have an obligation to present every facet of myself? And I don't think that I have a responsibility, because it's like their perception of me, will reflect what their perception of me needs to be. It's like I could tell a joke and it's abrasive to them. Like, I wanted to disown a classmate in school because he said a dead baby joke. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't. Like, it's like, it's funny in his house, but not to me, right? And then it's, it's in Romans 14, like, what's unclean to me is unclean to you, and, like, don't be a stumbling block, and don't do things that's going to be, like, harmful in the minds of others towards you, too, ends up in a Romans 14 theme. So it's, it's perceptions.